All right, it's been absolutely wonderful. Gold and silver rising steadily, nothing too crazy. Silver did go up like 1.5%. Those silver miners absolutely stealing the show. I think the SILJ was up like almost 5%. GDXJ was only up 1.5. That's rare to see that kind of a difference. So it's the silver miners, it's the little silver miners that are, well, it's just silver miners in general, just stealing the show. Dollar, not sure how relevant it is. We came all the way back down. It was a brutal, obviously the news. The bounce was pretty muted. We go lower, makes sense. Let's see. I mean, I don't expect us to just go all the way down here and flush. It's not really allowed. But let's see how relevant the dollar is because I think the miners are doing their move regardless of the DXY. But it'll obviously have a small impact. Not sure what to expect from the dollar. I don't expect it to go up much. Well, let's see. I don't really think it matters. Yields also, I think they're just generally on the way down. Small bounces maybe, but you can't expect to go all the way back up since rate cuts are being priced in. Let's go straight to gold and silver. All right, gold. I love these fake breakdowns. Nothing more bullish. I mean, you break down, you respect the technicals, you go lower, fine, and then this reversal is just shorts are screwed. We continue to march. I'm quite impressed with this energy because it's quite hard to keep going and it's really higher lows, higher highs, to be honest. Yesterday's candle was beautiful in gold, closed like higher than all the other. For me, that's a resistance level that we breached. We also touched 3,400. Today we're piercing above. Today is too early to call. But pretty much we're gonna go to for me we're gonna go to 3450 or 3440, do a little sideways, back and forth, blah, 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 and then scream up to 35 and then scream up to 4,000. That's pretty much it. That's what I think is going to happen. It's not going to go in a straight line, but that is beautiful fuel to the miners who don't even need it. Silver, same sort of thing. Fake breakdown, real breakdown, but not much. And then boom, back up, pierced above the breakdown, right? Gold did the same thing. We went already back above the breakdown. You can see that resistance was real, right? Today already above. Next stop, all-time high. You know what I mean by all-time high, 39.50. We're probably going to get there. Maybe 39 is something, whatever, 39, 39.50. We go there, we go sideways, and then boom, 40, straight through 40. By the way, if you take out 39.50, you may touch 40 for like 15 minutes, but then straight through 40. Can you imagine the silver miners? How crazy that'll be. All the little algorithms, all the high frequency trades will come through also. I mean, it's a big psychological number. So, I mean, we're not there yet, but we're gonna get there. Up, sideways, and then that rocket through 40. That's gonna be a beautiful thing. All right, let's check the miners. The silver doing better than gold, and the miners doing better than the metals. Both metals. GDX, obviously that was breaking out before the others. Close at resistance 58. It's a doji. It's not bearish or bullish. It's just pausing, waiting for the others to catch up, although the others are catching up. Probably waiting for the metals to break higher to confirm continuation. Ah, yeah, one little, and I kind of forgot I had this, and I got this terrible little laptop, so I can't even show you on the daily chart. But this little ascending line here, ascending resistance, which is rare for me to draw in. I reckon that might be. I mean, next stop GDX, obviously we're going to touch 60, which is not really a resistance I can see candlestick wise. Obviously, it's a bit psychological. And by the time GDX gets to 60, maybe some of the other ETFs are hitting their resistance, SIL, SILJ. I don't know them by heart, GDXJ. So maybe that will become a bit of resistance because of the others. But otherwise, I see 64. You can see this is the weekly, which I don't usually use too much, but you can see the resistance back there. But also, yeah, this ascending resistance, you're gonna kind of hit it. So imagine we probably hit this in, I don't want to be too optimistic, let's say 2 or 3 weeks. So by then it's gonna coincide the ascending resistance and the horizontal. And even this up here, the all-time high, GDX all-time high. That's beautiful. So that's where we're going. I mean, just take a neutral stance, look at that. We're just going to the all-time highs. You're not allowed to go straight, but look at that candle. That's pretty meaningful stuff, right? And the week is not even finished. So a serious breakout in GDX, just maybe pausing for extra confirmation. But maybe some of the other mining ETFs will help it continue, to be honest, without the metals. GDXJ, Same sort of thing. Uh, a little later than GDX on the breakout, but we broke out, new 52-week high, right? Gapped, started the trading session at resistance, so immediate support, and just gapped and ran. Not too much, but still, it's a nice little move. It's pure breakout stuff. Next step for GDXJ, you got that same, oh, I gotta go to weekly. You got that same sort of resistance, the ascending resistance. One, two, three, and I think it's time for number four. And number four will be, well, again, it's a bit like the like the GDX one. It's going to take a big move to get there, but there are these little levels. So obviously we're already here. We've already taken that out. Next up I've got is 77, let's say, and after that it's this sort of 80, I don't know, 82, 50. There's quite a few little resistance points you can see. But anyway, we're not there for a while, and hopefully I'm back from the holiday before we get there so I can zoom in nicely on the daily chart. All right, silver, that's pretty much the gold stocks, right? GDX, GDXJ is pretty much gold. Silver, let's go daily. Already you can see very strong gap up, closed at high of day, unlike the others, right? Stronger close. Took out these levels, don't think they cared about my levels. I need to remember, no, those are real levels to me. Pretty much opened at the wow, the June, the COVID high. Finally, we're finally above the COVID high on SIL. Wonderful. All right, and on the weekly, the next high is from the 2016. Remember that? The absolute low. Gold is 1060. And we rallied like maniacs. And now we're testing there. After that, next stop, this must be a daily candle resistance. It's quite far away. I'm just gonna have to trust the. I'm not gonna do it now, but well, actually, we still haven't taken this out here. This little 55, 50, just below 55, let's say. Okay, we haven't yet taken out the 2016 high. Oh, that's the next stop on SIL. But otherwise, full steam ahead. And remember, silver has not even taken out its 39.50 high. So by the time silver's doing that and we're going through 40, we're right through, we're going towards 60 on this thing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love this freight breakdown. It's really very bullish. SILJ also gap up, ran, closing the high of day. I'll just trust this one here. Pretty much touch this resistance, whatever it is. The next one, look at that. We've done a gap fill. That's what that is. Next one, oh, is a strong one. 18 on SILJ. I think that one's strong and obvious. You've got this horizontal and you've got this, more importantly, this descending. So 18 on SILJ. Thing is, by the time silver's taken out 40, we're probably at this 18 and we're going to take that out, which means it's probably going to be this level next, 19 and 20. Oh, nice. It's very easy. So after 18, it's going to be 19 and then it's going to be 20. Easy. And honestly, if silver's breaking out at 40, do you really think we're just going to chill at 20 and then just go backwards? Probably going to go 20 sideways and keep going because silver probably going to go to 41, 42, 43, 44. So, and then the chart doesn't really help anymore, which is a good thing, I think. And into uncharted territory, literally. All right. Portfolio update. Newmont. Okay, so these are obviously the gold seniors. Not going to be too crazy, but complete breakout. Next up, 70. Easy. Psychological and technical. So we should get that. Well, I don't know. I don't want to get too optimistic. I mean, no, not optimistic, but get carried away because we've had a massive run. So, it could end up being one of those days where you go up, you hit 70, for example, and then you close red. So, I am starting to nibble a little bit. Yesterday on some crazy silver stocks, Heckler and CDE, there were two tiny sells. Heckler, I didn't even have the time. I just had this good till cancel sell in. I think it is a 699 and just that was filled without my approval, but I'd obviously put the sell in before. The gold stocks I didn't touch. They're worth so much, the gold stocks. The silver stocks that I added to on the recent dip, they're worth way more than they've ever been worth. All of them, not just CDE. Normally they're worth like 3.5K, now they're worth 5. It's uh it's nice to add as they go up. I remember when I started out, I was buying as they got trashed, the juniors, and they just kept on getting trashed. It's like crypto altcoins, but here it's like buying the dip on good stocks as they do lower highs, higher lows. All right, Newmont, 70 next stop. Very nice, close a high of day. Barrick, that did not close at a high of day. Lots of resistance. But it hit resistance. My little level, 2350. There you go. That's why that happened, I reckon. And I think I had a sell in, but it didn't fill. I think it was 2349. May have to adjust that just below yesterday's high of day. So 2329, a little sell just in case. You never know, it could come back down to 22. I'll buy that and up we go to 26. But okay, I'll have to. I'm on holiday, so I'm on the beach. I'm not really, being too detailed about my sales. Agnico Eagle, are they a bit tired? They're allowed to be. Even if gold goes up, I would understand if they come down a bit, constantly going up. But it did break out recently, so 137, I guess 140 is a level. There is no chart. There's no point zooming out. This is constantly uncharted territory, so I guess 140 is a level. Um, we need gold to go up for that to go up, it appears. But this is just the best miner there is. No problem. I've got no sales for Agnico Eagle. I just love it permanently, so I'm in no hurry. If it goes down, I buy. I've still got lots of sidelines, and I'm in no hurry to sell. Pan American Silver, it doesn't really get better than that. All the way to resistance, and then obviously with yesterday's move, boom, straight through all the other resistance. Close at high of day. Next stop. Oh, this is when it gets interesting. Next stop, yeah, 3250, 3450, 36, and then this sort of 38 massive descending line. We will get there fast if silver breaks out of 40. Fast. Like 38 will be the same sort of week that silver's in the 40s. I think that's, yeah, yeah. Beautiful though. Those are the levels I'm watching. Wheaton, very nice. A bit like GDX, little doji, just needs a, oh, I said 100. Also like Agnico, no point in zooming out. It's never been, that it's never been hit before. So the trend is up. Continue with gold and GDX. Otherwise, come back down to a recent breakout level. No problem. I don't even know if I'll add on the way down because these are worth so much now. It's amazing to watch the value of the miners go up. Even with sales, it has no impact. Franco-Nevada, you can see this resistance is doing its thing here. 17250, that's 2 days in a row where we've sort of rejected that zone. I think it needs that extra confirmation we're going a level up to go to its old high 180. So I added this one down here, so I don't mind it stalling here, but it needs to go back up next time it goes up with the metals. Metalla, the old high was resistance. That's a bit disappointing. I mean, some of them were red today, no. Some of the gold stocks were red today, but fair enough. I mean, rejecting at the old resistance, that's one time you can respect it going red. I think one or two of them, especially the gold stocks, they just need that extra confirmation, that reassurance that it's, you know, all 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 lights are green to keep going. So 430 remains resistance. I guess we need gold for that one. All right, now the mid tiers. I am gold. Another one rejecting. So resistance remains this 790 in my opinion, or maybe 8. Now it's 8 actually. Um, yeah, I don't mind if it comes down. It's going to be a strong buy. Look at these big candles like the other gold stocks. So you buy that dip because the trend is not changing. I am wondering though if there's a surprise peace treaty in Ukraine. Now, I don't know how much of that is priced in or how much of it is a surprise. I think the market's not ready for that. That could hit gold and the gold stocks. That could sort of come from left field. That would be a disappointing. That would ruin some of this breakout. I think if GDX takes a -6% hit on a day like that, probably get bought up and end up -3%. But I was something I was thinking about yesterday. Anyway, Equinox, yeah, hit resistance, comes back down to prior resistance acting as support. That's kind of perfect technicals. So in between two levels, a bit disappointing, but understandable. B2 gold. That's nice. Close at new 52-week high at resistance 380. Next stop $4. Or is four not even a level? Four is not even a level. Again, it'll be a small psychological level, maybe a couple of minutes, but it's not really a level. 430, 450, 430, 440. That's nice. Finally, B2 gold. Ah, yes, I forget ARMN, Aris. $8. I'm not sure where the levels are on this one. I've gone through this one before. The chart in the past is just ridiculous. So maybe it's every unit, 8, 9, 10, or 8.59, 9.50, 10. But okay, I understand. Like some of the other gold stocks, it sort of just went sideways yesterday. A little disappointing. GDX was up, but this one is just a monster. SBSW. This is just going sideways. I guess $9 is resistance. This one really depends on platinum, palladium more. I don't mind. I'm holding this one. Uh, just need to think whether I should sell below the last high. But I've got no buys in place. I don't mind just holding. It goes down, fine, I'll buy it back. I've been nibbling on the way out, on the way up. If it goes up, good, making money. All right, silver stocks. This is when it gets, not all of them did amazing. First Majestic, 4% is good. Is good. All right, let's get rid of that. Looks like that is going to happen. So $9. There's any move up today in silver, we're going to touch $9. We're going to test it. A close above 9 would pretty much guarantee the next move to 950. So this is nice. This is great technicals, all the way back down here. Break out the descending. Next stop, $9. For me, that's an obvious resistance. And then so is 950, obviously. Pretty this average, that's what you expect. 4% on, SILJ was up sort of 4%. First Majestic, you'd expect First Majestic to be up 5, 6 maybe, but that's okay. And I guess it was up 5% at one point. So acceptable. Fortuna, absolutely unacceptable. Well, this is breached. Delete. All right, I actually had no idea about this news. This is also irrelevant. So let's keep it simple. Here are your levels. I added here. I don't even know. I'm sure it's some news, bad earnings or something. I hope it's not Mexico. Actually, no, other mines would be here if it was Mexico. Um, I just bought. I don't care what the news is. I just bought. This is a level. I nibbled some. So disappointing because minus 12% hurt. That was like minus $600 in the account just from this one mine. That was a bit annoying, but then again, the others made up for it, obviously. So if silver goes down, if silver goes down, then this one it'll probably outperform on the way down because it's had a big move. But the next clear level is down here. That's a big move down. Probably won't get that. Real shame though, you wouldn't expect this, but actually $6 maybe. All right, those are all the little levels, I guess. It's just for me, if I see the chart down, I can just see if it's on a level to buy. I just bought back. Let's see. It happens a lot. You get bad news, and basically it gets digested after a couple of weeks, and it resumes its uptrend with the metal. If silver's at 40, I'm sorry, Fortuna will just basically be back above 7. If silver's running past 40, like 41, 42, then this is just making new highs. I'm rather convinced about that. But yeah, that was very disappointing. CDE, uh, absolutely in love with this. Obviously, the day before, nice close, best close, but this is pure breakout. Even took out a level, it closed above 11. Yeah, I had to sell at 10.99. For me, an obvious level, but it kind of went straight through. Closed above 11.28. Next stop, 12.60, 12.59. So I assume I got my sell in there. After that, we will see. This is what's possible. Let's get rid of this. This is what's possible. After this, well, it's extremely obvious. You've got this level, don't you? You've got 16. Jesus Christ. 12, 16. That alone is it looks pretty easy to get there. That's almost 50%. These are crazy moves. 30. Jesus. Absolutely amazing. Honestly. No words. No words. Heckler. 18%. just gapped up, just started the day above resistance, above seven, ran, didn't close a high of day, but whatever, 18% is 18%. Good news, I'm sure. I don't even know the news. Next stop, 760. This will just run. You've just had good news, and then silver starts to go past 40. I mean, we're going to go straight to 950. Taking out this 770 is a big deal. That's been resistance for 3 years. Jesus, we're going to touch a 3-year resistance with the metal behind us screaming past 40. This is going to run. Excellent. Excellent. EXK, and then you got EXK 2%. Come on. It was weak. I felt it here. The moves up. Other stocks were doing 5%. This thing was doing like 0.3%. And yesterday, not even 3%. SILJ's at 5. It's weak. It's going to take a lot to get past 6. I mean, silver running past 40 will do it, but this is seriously underperforming, and it's rare for EXK to underperform when silver's going up. Must be news. There's something wrong. This is probably one I should sell a bit more of, actually, because the weak ones are the first ones to go down. Like EXK will go down more than Heckler, and if silver goes down, and then if silver rebounds, Heckler will go up more than EXK. Mag silver, beautiful. And that's just matching Pan American silver, isn't it? It's the same chart. Closed higher, new 52-week high. Next stop 24, right? Remember by heart. 24 is the old COVID high, $24. That's the next stop. Could even do it today, this week. Otherwise, next week. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, there are one or two stocks, the gold stocks. Some were red, not by much. Obviously, you have Fortuna, which really betrayed me. Otherwise, beautiful stuff. It'd be interesting to see what the metals do and if the miners need the metals. I feel like the gold miners need gold, but the silver miners don't really need silver. But if silver assists, some of them can just. I mean, these are getting serious. Some of these moves are getting really serious. Yeah, Heckler and CDE, Pan American Silver. I mean, those three alone just gave me huge profits. It's absolutely beautiful. Goes very well with the holiday. All right, good luck to all of us, and let's enjoy.